For the sign of Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. Let's see what's going on. What is the overall energy for the sign of Pisces? Keep in mind the top cards, they're paired with the bottom cards. The decks that I use for this reading, I'll have them listed in the description box below. I've already pre-shuffled and I'll use 2 oracle cards for your oracle advice. They're the 2 cards to the very far left side of the screen. Then I'll go through the past, present, challenge, and outcome. So, Pisces, for your oracle advice, we have valor. And on the flip side of this card, it says, be courageous. The unmistakable touch of grace will follow us wherever we go. And then we also have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So these 2 are your oracle advice, and it's basically about accepting love and making that your primary teacher. And once you do that, and practice valor, practice courage, it brings you grace, and the grace will follow you wherever you go. And both of these oracles, they will guide you back to the light. Practice love, valor, practice love, valor, and courageousness. Make those your primary teachers, and they bring you back to the light, back into the light. So that's beautiful, Pisces. Now, that's just some oracle advice, but we want to move on over and take a look at the recent past. We have the Magician card and then the Knight of Cups. Now, with the Magician card, this is another card that signifies new beginnings and great expectations. This card, it reminds us that we have the power to make a difference in our lives and in the greater of the world, simply if we try. You will not have it all handed to you on the plate, but you have the potential to have the plate and a lot of it, and a lot of what's on it, if you do the magic yourself. Keep in mind, the Magician is all about action. So if you do nothing, you'll get nothing. If you don't know what to do, then make sure you do something, because anything is going to be better than nothing. In other words, in the recent past, if you didn't try, you didn't get. When it comes to love, questions, and relationships, and you get the Magician, if you were in the market for romance at that time, this would have been a time when you probably met someone new. Someone out there in the recent past, somewhere, was looking for you just as you were looking for them. Whether they found you or not, that would have depended on you. You would have needed not to sit at home expecting Mr. or Mrs. Right to walk up your garden path and knock on the door, because we all know that probably would not have happened. You needed to be out there making yourself available to be found, and this would have been an excellent time to do just that. So it was important for you to get out there and socialize, meet people. And that's what the Magician card, it's paired with the Knight of Cups. Now, like most of the cups in the tarot, it's optimistic. Very good card to see in a reading. The Knights, they come with messages. Usually these are the kind of good news messages that we like to receive. The Knight of Cups would tell you that things are going to be going well. You're likely to be feeling charged up, ready for action. This card often means that good news, usually with matters of the heart, is likely headed your way soon. And when we're talking about love and relationships and you get this Knight of Cups, it's a very, very positive card. when you're asking questions about love. If you're single, this card, it often indicates that someone in the recent past probably wanted to sweep you off your feet, or they did. And if you were in a relationship at that time, this card indicates that there were probably commitments, possible marriage. At the least, in the context of love, this card means positive messages, things that you like to hear. So you would have needed to be open to the exploration or exploring your feelings at that time. So with these two cards paired together for your recent past, with the Magician, you had manifestation powers, whether you knew it or not. And it's paired with the Knight of Cups. So someone was wanting to offer you a cup of love, because the Knight of Cups is about matters of the heart, good messages, good news messages coming in, and someone wanted to sweep you off your feet, or someone did sweep you off your feet. So someone was very interested in you at that time. They wanted to offer you, like I said, a cup of love. And being that you had manifestation powers, hopefully you use those powers, because you could have turned this cup of love, you could have turned it around to be anything that you wanted it to be. If it had certain things about it that you didn't like, you could have changed it. You could have changed it to make it in your favor. Whatever the situation was, you could have made any type of adjustments, because like I said, you had manifestation powers, and someone was coming in for you. Someone really had strong attraction for you at that time in the recent past. So let's move on over to the present time, and we have the Lovers card, and then we have the Nine of Wands. Now with this Lovers card, it's associated with the astrological sign of Gemini, the twins. It's possible that you could be feeling very, very ambivalent about a relationship or a situation in your life. It could be that your heart is telling you one thing and your head is telling you another. In general, overall, the thing to do is to follow your heart. If it's within your if it's within the bounds of your morality, follow your heart. Some people say that there are only two modes that any of us are operating under at a time, and that's either fear or love. So when you get the Lovers card, it's pretty much safe to choose love. That's what it's saying. And when since this Lovers card is paired with the Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands is about anxiety. As you can see in the picture, this man is behind all of these swords, and it looks like he's ready to attack someone. So it's about being burdened and keyed up over concerns. The first and the best step to do is take a deep breath, calm down. Don't let things that you're worried about overwhelm you. Take it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, if you must, because at least some of the worries, they'll very likely turn out to be imaginary. Get very specific on what you're afraid of and pick it apart one by one. Ask yourself, what is the true likelihood of the worry actually happening? Comfort yourself, and if you need help, don't hesitate to ask for it, because when you ask for help, it's the mark of a strong person. So with these two cards paired together for your present time, the Lovers card and the Nine of Wands, with this Lovers card, for your present time, love is coming in big capital letters to the center stage of your life. Okay, this could be a new relationship or a powerful, very strong rebonding of an old relationship, a return of a long lost love. So it could go either way, a new or an old. But it's going to bring love, like I said, in big, bold, capital letters to the, not just in your life, but to the center stage of your life. That's what the Lover's card does. Okay, and it's paired with the 9 of Wands. You could be worried or you're stressed out. You have some anxiety. Yeah, this will be a good time for you to get yourself together emotionally, so that when this big love comes into your life, when it's there, it's on its way, and when it gets there, you want to be prepared for this. So now's a good time to get yourself together whole. Try to get yourself together emotionally, because you have some anxiety and worries right now. You're stressed out about something. Maybe this person is already in your life, and it feels like such a good thing that it's causing you some anxiety. So maybe you're stressing out because you don't really know how to handle such a good thing at this time. But if it's not there, it's coming in. It's coming in. So you want to pull yourself together. Whatever you're worried about, work on that, because this Lover's card is really powerful. It's like the twin flame card. It's like the twin flames, not the twin flame card, but the twin flame union. Very strong. So that's in the present time. Let's move on over to the challenge. We have the King of Pentacles, and at the top we have the Page of Cups. Now with this Page of Cups, there's a need to play, dream, and have some fun. There is it sometimes means that you could be taking yourself really far too seriously. You've probably heard there's a difference between taking your work serious and taking yourself serious. The first is imperative and the other can be a disaster. So just remind yourself to have some fun. I know we talked about you having some anxiety, so you might forget about the other important aspects of life at this time. So with this Page of Cups, you see them turning up the bottle. They're at the park, and they're just having a good old time, and it's showing that's something like what you need to do. And it's paired with the King of Pentacles. Now this is about success with money matters. It's a sign that now is a time, well, now is not a time to be a maverick with this King of Pentacles. Now is the time to follow the established way of doing things. Yeah, because you should be having really good success with money, finance. Your income should increase. When this card, it stands for actual man in your life. It refers to a very masculine man. He'll probably have hair and eyes on the darker end of the spectrum, but it could go either way. If it's referring to a man in your life, just know that this man is one that you can really trust and believe in. So with these two cards paired together, don't forget to play, dream, and have some fun, because you got some anxieties going on, and your money is going to pick up in a really good way. And there could be a man that's in your life or one that's coming towards you, and he's going to be one that you can trust, and he's going to remind you or help you to, he's going to help to pull out your playful energy, your playful side. And you should probably be accepting of this, because your money will be increasing, so that'll help to lighten some things up with the anxiety that you were experiencing. So yeah, there's someone coming in with this King of Pentacles, and maybe he's going to be helpful towards increasing your income. But like I said, he's going to help you remember to be a kid again too. So this is a good thing. And like I said, this is a man that you can trust. It could be your father, it could be your uncle, it could be a co-worker. So just remember that you might want to give this person a chance. He will increase your finances and remind you to have a good time. Alright, so that's going to be for the challenge. Now, let's move on over and let's look at the outcome. We have the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Fool card. Now, the Ten of Swords, it's a clear signal to be careful about where you put your trust. When the 10 comes up in a reading, and you're asking a question whether you can believe what a person is telling you or trust that a situation is stable, this is pretty clear. If you look at the picture, no, you cannot trust the situation. However, try to keep in mind that whenever a door closes, another door is going to open. You're being guided to a situation that's better for you. So trust yourself and trust in the universe. Now that's with the Ten of Swords, and it's paired with the Fool card. Now the Fool card, it's an indicator of newness in one form or another. In many ways, it indicates purity, open-hearted energy, innocence of a child. We all know children, they're trusting, and trust forms the basis of meaning for this card. It's generally a positive card in the tarot. But there could be one thing. It's going to be important for you to take time to be sure that you're looking where you're going. Trusting yourself to step into the unknown is one thing, but doing so without any thought whatsoever could be a big mistake. As you can see in that picture, he's about to walk off of some type of cliff right into the Atlantic Ocean or wherever he's at. So with these two cards paired together for your outcome, the Ten of Swords and the Fool card, you have some trust issues. There's some situation that you're not trusting. A person or maybe a situation. It could be this King of Pentacles we talked about for your challenge. It could be, or maybe it's someone else. But like I said, he's one that you can trust. So I don't know what are your trust issues here. Maybe it's someone new or maybe it's someone old, or maybe it's a person or a situation that you just don't trust. Yeah, and it's making you feel defeated. So with this Fool card paired with this Ten of Swords, you're tired of feeling defeated, and you're tired of feeling ruined about this mistrust or the situation that you do not trust. It's got you down and out, and so you feel like just taking a leap towards something. Towards what? I don't know. But you just feel like having some type of childhood energy. So you feel like having an open-hearted energy because you're so drained from whatever situation that's got you defeated. So just remember to be careful with this open-hearted energy. Watch where you're going. You don't want to make a mistake and walk off of a cliff. Being that you're so burdened by this mistrustful situation, you really need to pay attention to where you're going, because when you've got so much anxiety, it's easy to, make a false move. So be careful with that, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll try to post a link below of an extended version if I get a chance to. I have a lot of other readings to do. I'll go over a lot more, and I just want to say thank you so very much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I post my next reading. Pisces, I hope that you're enjoying 2020, and I am wishing that you have a very wonderful February. Thank you for watching.